Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for May 7th. May 7th is the 127th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 128th in leap years, with 238 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is redundant. Redundant is an adjective, and I always thought of the word redundant as meaning repeating or repetitive, and it sort of does. But here's what Merriam-Webster has to say about the word redundant. Redundant means exceeding what is necessary or normal, characterizing or containing an excess, especially as in using more words than necessary. Characterized by similarity or repetition, such as a group of redundant brick buildings. Serving as a duplicate for preventing failure of an entire system, like a backup system, a redundant system. And redundant has also acquired meaning as no longer needed for a job, so laid off. The word redundant comes to us from Latin. First known use of the word redundant is 1594. Redundant. And with that, we're going to start in the year 558, when the dome of the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople collapsed, just 20 years after it had been built. Justinian I immediately ordered that dome to be rebuilt. On May 7, 1664, Louis XIV of France began construction of the Palace of Versailles. This is the birthday of English poet and husband of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Robert Browning, born May 7, 1812. He lived to the age of 77. This is the birthday of German pianist and composer Johann Brahms, born May 7, 1833. He lived to the age of 63. On May 7, 1895, Russian scientist Alexander Stepovich Popov demonstrated to the Russian Physical and Chemical Society his invention, the Popov lightning detector, a primitive radio receiver. In some parts of the former Soviet Union to this day, May 7th is celebrated as Radio Day. On May 7, 1946, a company called Tokyo Telecommunications Engineering was founded. They were later renamed to Sony, so this is Sony's birthday, May 7th. The Honda Accord was officially launched on May 7th, 1976. Happy birthday, Accord. The Space Shuttle Endeavour was launched on its first mission on May 7th, 1992. On May 7th, 1998, Mercedes-Benz bought Chrysler for $40 billion and formed Daimler Chrysler in the largest industrial merger in history. Unfortunately, things didn't work out as anticipated, and they demerged in 2007. Today's song is Monday, Monday by the Mamas and the Papas, written by John Phillips. If you're a fan of the Mamas and the Papas, you might be surprised to learn that this was their only #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. Monday, Monday has been covered by dozens of artists, enjoys placement in popular culture, being featured in movies, television, and other media. Monday, Monday by the Mamas and Papas hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on May 7th, 1966, for the first of 3 weeks in that #1 spot. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Do not disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
Good job. Third time better be a charm. There's no thee there. One more time. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. Are you making some sound? Get on out of here. Yeah, we're going to edit that out. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.